Hi guys, happy 2022. It's a bit odd still saying this out loud, I don't know. But welcome back to my channel. This officially marks the first video of the year. I hope everyone had a great start to the year. It definitely feels a little bit late saying this as we're approaching February. I have been so busy since Christmas of 2021, I didn't really feel like I have a break or feel like I've turned a new page. Work and life just kind of continued on and flew by, if that makes sense. But since we're approaching Chinese New Year, my colleagues in Hong Kong will be taking a few days off, so I can take this time to reset and get back to filming videos. This year, I look forward to documenting more of my life. We're in the process of wedding planning, which has been so fun but spendy, though I cannot wait to share more with you guys once things are more set in stone, like engagement shoot styling, planning, and all the preparations behind the scenes. I also want to share other lifestyle elements like my go-to recipes, what I cook and eat throughout the week, but of course, fashion, outfit planning, and luxury handbag reviews or whatnot. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Ida. If you enjoyed these types of videos, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'd love for you to join and be part of this little journey of mine. So in today's video, I've been umming and ahhing like what kind of video I want to film. As some of you might know, my parents basically shipped all of my stuff from Hong Kong to the UK, which took a total of 4 months. So I have all of my handbags back with me now. I will definitely be doing an entire handbag collection video, but that is going to be a long video and it's going to take me hours to film. So I thought I'd kick off with a kind of follow-up video to my previous Louis Vuitton unboxing and share with you guys a comparison in between the Louis Vuitton MARELLE and the Prada re-edition. It was something that has been requested and asked about in my previous video, and during this month I kind of alternated in between the two, and so I jotted down some of the points to share with you guys. So here are the two bags. They are essentially the same. Let's talk about the Prada re-edition 2000 first. As this is a re-edition, meaning it is quote-unquote a new interpretation of the iconic Prada mini handbags circa the early 2000s. Produced from recycled, purified plastic trash collected in the ocean, fishing nets, and textile waste fibers. I actually never read this and never knew it is made out of these materials. I just thought they are like recycled nylon, but there you go. I got this maybe like early Jan 2020. I remember it being like early pandemic, pre-pandemic, because right after COVID hits, this quickly became my go-to bag because it is made out of nylon. And in desperate times, when we get home, we would spray and wipe everything down with antibacterial wipes, which is more feasible than your delicate leather handbags. I purchased this in Pacific Place, Hong Kong, and it currently retails for £690 on the Prada website. This bag features a simple zipper closure at the top, an enameled Prada logo, like a woven top handle, logo printed nylon lining with another Prada plaque inside. There are no compartments inside, but I did purchase a Simorga bag insert, which gave this bag a little bit more slots to play around with and gave this bag a little bit more structure. The Prada re-edition 2000 currently comes in a handful of colors like whites, grays, mauve pink, and lavender, but also like sequins and crystal embellished ones, which are definitely a little bit more extra if those are the styles that you like. Size-wise, the Prada re-edition measures 17 centimeters in height, 6 centimeters in depth, and 22 centimeters in width. Now, for details of the Louis Vuitton MARELLE, you may check out my initial unboxing where I go through all the sizes, the color options available, close-up details and mod shots, and I'll pop a card on the screen right here. It currently retails for £1,520 on the Louis Vuitton website, so approximately £1,000 more than the Prada re-edition. But it's made out of epi leather with a detachable shoulder strap, a detachable crossbody strap, and also this extra external pouch right here. Since my last video, besides the honey gold and the quartz color, they also came out with two seasonal colors, the baby blue and sunflower, which is such a lovely name for the color yellow. Similar to my black one, these two colors are also paired with a black and white monogram pouch. Let me give you guys an overall side-by-side comparison. The Louis Vuitton MARELLE is basically 2 centimeters thicker in depth and 3 centimeters wider in width, but both are supposed to have a height of 17 centimeters. You may notice then there is a slight difference in terms of the shoulder drop length. Because there are these detachable links on the Louis Vuitton MARELLE, I find that the shoulder drop length is slightly longer than the Prada re-edition. So that means when I'm carrying it over the shoulder, I actually find that it's a lot more comfortable to carry than the Prada re-edition. I just find that the Prada one is a little bit snug, which also means that you can kind of carry the MARELLE over your shoulders when you have a coat or cardigan underneath. But I would say the difference is very marginal. So I have had the Prada re-edition for about 2 years now, but I'd probably say I've only used it on and off for 1 year because when I flew here to the UK, I didn't actually bring this with me. I've had the Louis Vuitton MARELLE for about 2 months, and I guess you can say I've used it a handful of times. Mind you, I don't really go out anymore. I usually just go like grocery shopping during the weekend or pop down to the city like London, Sheffield, Manchester, but I don't really like go every week anyway. But what I'm trying to say here is I think I've had a fair share of use for these 2 bags, and honestly, they are so similar in terms of how I would style it, how I would wear it, their style structure. They both have silver hardware and both can be very subtle. Overall though, how I usually pick one over the other will really depend on where I'll be going and what the weather is like. The Prada one is definitely a notch more casual. It can go well with your gym outfits, but also goes well with a lot of things that I wear nowadays. It is also a bit more carefree than the MARELLE. It is made out of nylon after all, so if anything spills, if it's raining, if it's snowing, you can just kind of wipe it clean and dry. Whereas the MARELLE is made out of epi leather, so I'm not sure what the wear and tear is like especially like around the corners. The Prada one is also a lot lighter in terms of the weight, and I did actually measure it. So the Prada one weighs 150 grams, whereas the MARELLE weighs 389 grams. So to give you a different context, the Prada re-edition plus my iPhone 12, including the phone case, equals to the total weight of the MARELLE. But of course, the MARELLE is by no means heavy at all, especially when you're just usually carrying it on the crook of your arm, over the shoulders, or as a crossbody. But let's not forget, the MARELLE definitely have a lot more ways of playing around with the look of the bag. You have the option of pairing the bag itself with a detachable shoulder strap, the crossbody strap that comes with it, or both the crossbody strap and the shoulder strap. I mean, you can also be creative and basically match this bag with any straps that you have laying around. So this is a chain strap that I have from HRH. I've never tried this, but maybe this is a look that you want. Or even use a twilly or scarf as a strap if that's your thing. You can also change up the look by slotting out the Louis Vuitton pouch and replacing it with different card holders like the Saint Morgan ones. If you've ever shopped in Saint Morgan, they usually come with these like little freebie pouches, and if you slot that in, not that I would usually do, I've never done this before, but how cute. Orange, blue, purple. So it's like these little subtle changes that you can customize to your preferences. I personally have not done any of these different stylings, but it is definitely something that you can do with the MARELLE that you can't do with the Prada re-edition. So versatility is definitely something the Louis Vuitton MARELLE has over the Prada re-edition 2000. Speaking of straps though, note that the Prada top handle will stand on its own, whereas the Louis Vuitton MARELLE strap will collapse down. Very minor, but it depends on how you store your handbags. I feel like the MARELLE one is slightly easier to store because it is shorter, whereas Prada one, you might find yourself having to squish it down a little bit depending on how you store the bag again. But I don't find that it really affects me. You can kind of see why, like there's this really odd shape. It's probably because of all the squishing, but once you have all the items inside the bag and it's a little bit weighty and you carry it like so, it's hardly noticeable. What I would say though, the nylon woven top handle might show wear and tear, especially because it is a fabric material. I feel like, you know, the edge might fuzz up or rough up. I don't know, I just feel like it can be a thing. Now, I don't know if I'm like all over the place, but if you were to ask me to nitpick one thing that I cannot stand with the Louis Vuitton MARELLE, is the sound that this chain makes. You hear this? It's there whenever you walk, whether you're like running, or you're like swapping sides, or where you're placing down the bag, whether the bag is full or empty, you will hear this sound. Of course, you can always remove the pouch, but I feel like the pouch is kind of part of the look of the Marelle. So it is something that I find not annoying, but noticeable when using this bag. Now, let's talk value for money. The Marelle comes with this extra little pouch, although not for sale, but referencing like similar items in the Louis Vuitton smaller leather goods, like the card holder or key pouch or the round coin purse. I would price this maybe at £285 worth. I've spoken about this in my unboxing video, but the Louis Vuitton Marelle, given it is a full epi leather bag with microfiber lining, I truly think the value for money is definitely higher than the Prada re-edition nylon bag. Like this Prada one is genuinely just a nylon bag with some Saffiano leather touches in the zipper pull and this locket here. That's it. I get it. The Prada nylon collection is definitely super cute with the little like travel pouches and everything. But at the end of the day, for the price that they're listing these items for, you can definitely get like similar compatible items in leather or in the Louis Vuitton monogram. I also feel for the Prada re-edition, although first introduced in the early 2000s, it is much more of a it girl quote super trendy bag. When this re-edition first launched, influencers and models were all over it. They also then launched the re-edition 2005, which is basically a different interpretation to the Louis Vuitton multi-pochette. Again, super popular viral bag. I do appreciate how Prada kind of kept the momentum going by launching like different crystal versions and coming out with different cute colors. Whereas the Louis Vuitton Marelle is definitely not as trend or hype driven, if you will. I didn't even know that they relaunched this bag. There weren't any huge campaigns nor even like marketing or EDM about it. And definitely not one of the Louis Vuitton like flagship handbag models. Unlike the Capucine, the Cousin, I don't know how to say that, or the twist. But with that said, I feel like the Louis Vuitton Marelle is a little bit more classic and can stand the test of time. It is leather, it is microfiber lined, epi leather is a Louis Vuitton classic material. The shape itself is timeless, and the various versions that you can wear it just means that you can adjust to your different lifestyle needs. I would say depending on how you would style it, the Louis Vuitton Marelle is definitely not as young as the Prada re-edition. Yet thankfully, this pouch and chain situation definitely gives the Marelle a little bit more of an edge. But that's just my opinion. To put it this way, it's like one is a young teenage sister and one is more of a mature sister. I'm just going to go through what can fit in these two bags. They should be fairly similar, but I feel like the Marelle can hold one or two items more. And this is how the two bags look on my body frame. I am approximately 156 centimeters tall on a good day. I think that is all I have to say about the Prada re-edition 2000 and Louis Vuitton Marelle handbags. I hope this video has been useful in terms of identifying similarities and differences, pros and cons of these two bags. If you guys have any further questions in regards to these two bags, if I missed a point or if I missed an area of field that you want to find out, definitely comment below. I'd love to share my thoughts with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this comparison, and if you did, definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And I will see you guys in my next one. Take care guys, bye!